Day, guys, and I'm doing it for a very specific reason. I wanted to bring you guys a nice list of information I've been putting together. I think this is going to be really, really good. It's a great, kind of learn all the mythology in one shot kind of tool if you're really serious about just kind of understanding, broad swaths of this mythology. Huh, that's weird. So this is what I've got for you guys today. I have the complete list. I'm gonna let a few more people get in here. This is probably gonna take me a little while because what I've put together for you guys and only for you guys, right, is the big list of deities from Mesoamerica, right? The Americas in general, right? We're saying all the deities in the Americas. I want to kind of profile and break down for you guys in like an easy fashion. So I'm hoping this is it here. Um, and the study tools for this, like the study components for this, I've got this video. Like sitting behind me is the video. Like I'm overlaid on the video. So you can see if I kind of move it around here. This is the video we're going to be watching right here. So you can see the text of the video below me. So we're going to talk about some deities. And I'm telling you, this is over 144 different deities, right? So I'm only going live on YouTube right now because I don't quite know how this is going to work. I'm going to have to pause video. Hopefully it'll be very smooth. But I have the list in front of me, and what I really want to do is kind of be able to talk about these deities individually as they come up. Obviously, it being 144, I'm not planning on doing this all in one sitting, right? So let's start it off, right? It is a massive catalog of deities that we're dealing with, right? That I'm going to try to get us through maybe in a couple of lives. I decided I wanted to be very just kind of calm. I'm not going to rush through these. We have time to talk about them. If you're in the chat room, I think that would be the best thing we could do, right? So let's get started with no further ado, as they say. With no further ado, let's get started on this list and let's kind of see how this list takes us out, right? So I'm going to start off here with clicking on the wrong thing right off the bat. Like that's how you start your presentation. Okay, here we go. We want to start here, and let's talk about this list of gods here.
The gods, spirits, heroes, and legendary creatures found
Yes.
throughout the Americas.
Yes.
Each entry highlights their role, their powers, and their place in the stories of the people who honored them.
So that's kind of what I'm going to give you guys information wise. And again, we're doing a lot of these. I think there's like 144 on this list. And you can listen to this list on the Myth Archives channel, right? So if you ever want to get over there, you just want to hear the list without my face, I won't take it personally, okay?
Think of it as a mythological field guide, a living index of divine beings, supernatural forces, and legendary figures that once shaped entire civilizations. So in this first wave, we begin with some of the most powerful figures of Aztec mythology, one of the most complex and influential belief systems in the ancient Americas. Let's begin. Wave 1. Aztec Mexica deities Quetzalcoatl alias.
Now, Quetzalcoatl is obviously one of the oldest deities. I've talked about Quetzalcoatl on this channel. Just one of the creator gods. Just an affiliation that you're gonna know. I'm gonna use this website here so I can pull up images. So together we can kind of know who we're talking about. So Quetzalcoatl, this is the plumed serpent. This is creator deity. This is absolute royalty in this belief system. I talked about one of his myths when he goes into the underworld. So this is kind of 101 for deities in North America. It's Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent, like some great mythology. So like definitely 101 on Quetzalcoatl. And again, he has a great role in the belief system. I'm gonna let the rest of this play out here.
The Feathered Serpent. Series. Aztec mythology. Affiliation. Creator gods. Role. Culture hero and god of knowledge and civilization. Power type. Wind manipulation. Creation magic.
So he creates. So when we talk about wind abilities, he literally had the influence over the atmosphere through the wind, and his role in creation is this: like he literally creates this age that we're in. We're like the fifth age of you know existence. Like we're the fifth ones in existence, and he created us from the bones of the last one. So that's how I know he fits in that creator god role.
Divine wisdom. Status. Immortal deity. Notes. Credited with creating humanity in the current age and teaching people writing, agriculture, and science.
So that's an important deity because he taught us so much, and again, credited with actually creating us. Like that's a major role that he plays in our creation, right?
Tezcatlipoca.
Okay, now Tezcatlipoca. Now this is a different. Let me see if I can find a good image on this deity here, and we can check it out right up above us. Okay, these are some old. So you got a mix of images, kind of see what the dominant images are. All right, let's roll the tape on this one here. I'm not as familiar with this specific deity. Let me see what I can what the list says.
Alias. The Smoking Mirror. Series. Aztec mythology. Affiliation. Creator gods. Role. God of fate, sorcery, and night. Power type. Illusion casting. Reality manipulation. Dark sorcery. Status. Immortal deity. Notes. One of the most powerful and feared Aztec gods. Often depicted with a magical obsidian mirror used for prophecy and manipulation. Huitzilopochtli alias.
Wow, okay, so on this deity, let's see if we can find out some more. Let's see. Wow, this is the central omnipotent deity in Aztec mythology governing night, fate, sorcery, and conflict. Often depicted as a jaguar or with an obsidian mirror, he embodied both destruction and creative forces. So this deity is a little more important than kind of the initial write up kind of spoke about. And here's one manifestation like associate with that jaguar as well. So yeah, we can definitely see that. Okay, so going on to this next one here, and again, I'm kind of trying to figure this format out here because the the text tool isn't perfect. So let's get some weird names here, right? All right, let's start this one up again here. Let's see if we can't get it right. I did find the actual saying for the name though.
Hummingbird of the South. Series. Aztec mythology. Affiliation. Mexica war gods.
So let's see.
So in this first wave, we begin with casting. Reality manipulation.
Okay, so we're
Dark
back.
sorcery.
This guy here.
Status. Immortal deity. Notes. One of the most powerful and feared Aztec gods. Often depicted with a magical obsidian mirror used for prophecy and manipulation. Huitzilopochtli.
Okay, this is Huitzilopochtli, right? Huitzilopochtli. The hummingbird of the south is the name of this deity. And we see right off the bat, that's why I went back a little bit. Like, sorry, it takes a little bit to get it right, perfect. But this is a deity that's associated with with war, and also the depiction of the jaguar. It looks like with this deity too. Okay, yeah. So this is principally a war deity here.
Alias. Hummingbird of the South. Series. Aztec mythology. Affiliation. Mexica war gods. Role. Patron god of the Aztec Empire and god of the sun and war. Power type. Solar fire. Divine combat. War empowerment. Status. Immortal deity. Notes. Led the Mexica people to the site that would become Tenochtitlan.
Okay, so this is the deity that was, central in founding their first home city, right? Obviously, very important in just the overall landscape of what evolved from their belief system, right? Like where they founded it. And I know that was kind of like divine providence that ultimately led them, led them to where they, would settle at.
Tlaloc alias.
Okay, Talok, the Lord of the Rain. Okay, this is Talok, Lord of the Rain. I already like where you're coming from with this. Let's see if we can find some imagery on Talok. Talok, Lord of the Rain. Let's see here. What you looking like? Okay, I'm familiar with this imagery of Talok. I'm sure you guys have seen this one around. let's hear a little bit more about what Talok is, right? Talok, obviously a rain god, and that will be important for any area that you're living in. Rain god's always going to be important, right? So Talok was important.
Lord of Rain. Series. Aztec mythology. Affiliation. Rain gods. Role.
Mm-hmm.
God of storms, lightning, and agriculture. Power type. Weather manipulation. Lightning control. Flood creation.
That's a lot of power right there out of one deity, man. That's absolutely for sure.
Status. Immortal deity. Notes. Controlled both life-giving rain and devastating storms.
That's a lot of power right there. And you see, like, everybody has a representation of a storm god. Like, storm is always about, do I get to live or not? Like, that's ultimately what storm gods are all about. Like, I know it seems bad, but you need the storm gods so you get the rain. If you don't get the rain, you don't get the renewal. If you don't get the renewal, well, that's it right there. You guys all just die. So that's how important your storm gods are always going to be. Now, the next god, man, I struggle with this name here. We're going to see if we can find a pronunciation for this next deity here, right? Okay. We're going through the whole list, okay? Now, this is, let's see here. Oh, is that not going to do it there? Let's play it here. See if I got it to play it right.
Alkiutliku alias. Jade skirt. Series. Aztec mythology. Affiliation. Water deities. Role. Goddess of lakes, rivers, and water. Power type. Water manipulation. Flood control.
So this is the Jade skirt here. I'm still not sure how to pronounce her name. I couldn't find a good pronunciation on the name. But definitely you can see the imagery is all about the water goddess here, known for the lakes and the rivers, water manipulation, associated with childbirth. So overall, very important deity. Anytime, like, water is typically mixed with some type of like fertility. So that's always high up on the list there.
Fertility blessing. Status. Immortal deity. Notes. Protector of travelers and strongly associated with childbirth. Mictlantecuhtli a.
Now, Mictlantecuhtli, man, this is one of my favorites because I understand and can pronounce Mictlantecuhtli, right? Mictlantecuhtli is absolutely a dude. I've done a couple of pieces on the underworld, so I feel very, although I'd probably be scared, I'd probably be most scared of Mictlantecuhtli, but I at least understand how this guy operates. I would recognize this iconography if I saw it on this demon. And there's a couple of good stories. Like, again, you see him in that bone form. We know Quetzalcoatl descends into the underworld, and this is where he has to get the bones from. So this is the guy that he's dealing with when he goes down there to try to create a new age for us to live in, right? This is the creation process.
Alias. Lord of Mictlan.
Yeah.
Series. Aztec mythology. Affiliation. Underworld gods. Role. Ruler of the land of the dead. Power type. Death dominion. Underworld command. Necromantic authority. Status.
Necromantic authority. Control over the dead, man. That is all aspects. Necromantic authority. That's a power. That's a power that you don't even want to mess with.
Immortal deity. Notes. Often depicted as a skeletal god ruling the deepest underworld. Mictlantecuhtli alias.
Okay, Mictlantecuhtli. Okay. Exocoatl. Okay, Exocoatl. Okay. So this is going to be the twin of Quetzalcoatl. And okay, this is another really good one, a really good important deity here. Let's play it out. Let's see.
Lady of the Dead. Series. Aztec mythology. Affiliation. Underworld gods. Role. Queen of Mictlan and guardian of the bones of the dead. Power type. Death magic. Soul guardianship. Status. Immortal deity. Notes. Later traditions connect her symbolism with the origins of Dia de los Muertos imagery. Xolotl alias.
Oh, Zoloto. Okay, okay, okay. Let's go into Zoloto. Okay.
Yes. The Dog-Headed God. Series. Aztec mythology. Affiliation. Underworld guides. Role. Psychopomp and twin of Quetzalcoatl. Power type. Lightning control. Soul guidance. Shape-shifting. Status. Immortal deity. Notes. Guided the sun through the underworld during the night.
Zyquotl. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Zyquotl. So this is the image we have up here, like a lot of kind of a coyote depiction, and that seems like that fits. And the Guardian, the story of the sixth son, he plays a vital role. So this is very important in Aztec mythology, Mayan mythology.